Great episode.
3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 6th ever episode of the We Know Ball podcast. I'm your host today. My name is Joe. I'm joined here by the number 1 Jets fan, JJ, and the number 67 Dolphins fan, Bobby.
Let's go. 67. That's great. Great place to be.
So,
a lot of bandwagon in there.
We're just gonna a lot of bandwagon. Nothing against you, Bobby. It's just there's a lot of bandwagons who are.
That's fair. That's fair.
Everyone hopped off the Jets, so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Nobody's ever been on the Jets, to be fair.
Gotta be number one for a reason,
Yeah.
It's not a good thing that you're number 1. Kind of sad. But anyways,
There's always a reason.
This week we're gonna go look through obviously some of the biggest topics in what we think are the biggest topics in sports. So without further ado, let's throw a ball.
Let's go.
First off, I just want to start with acknowledging. I
want to join. No, keep going.
Okay, well, that is the worst thing you could ever. That's the worst.
What is going on?
Okay, we're gonna start with off in soccer. Obviously, like we typically do. Like we start a lot of time with soccer, go into our football topics. Whichever is soccer. VAR, I believe it's video assistant referee. Over this last weekend, there have been so many calls, so many controversies involving VAR. Not even this weekend. This whole season, there has been probably like a lot of, if not the most controversy we've seen with VAR in the history of soccer, at least in the Premier League. That's how I'm going based off the Premier League. Obviously, other countries are better, but I just want to quickly get. I have my thing. I know you guys. I have a whole spiel I want to go into. I want to get your guys' opinions. I want to get your opinions first. So obviously, like VAR, how do you guys feel about it? We know it through obviously MLS's VAR there.
I think it could be better, but I do think overall it's for the better football. I think, or soccer, I guess.
Here's my take. I feel like it could be better, but I feel like, especially in like the EPL, they've already put so much money into it that like the amount of money that they would take to put more into it, I don't know how much that would be. And since they've already put so much money into it, if it's gonna be too much, then I say it's no point, because like it's already like don't get me wrong, I know like a lot of the calls are whack as balls, but at the same time, I feel like that's only like maybe a 10th, and
Well, I think recently it's been happening a lot more. Like for some reason, just like in the
like
Premier League, at least, yeah.
I don't know.
I
feel like they abuse it too much.
I don't know. VAR, from my perspective, obviously Arsenal fan. Yes, in the last week we lost to Newcastle 1-0.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so. Okay, buddy. Focus on beating Copenhagen first. But we lost to Newcastle 1-0. Very, very, very controversial goal, considering there were 3 VAR checks in the lead up to the goal. There was 3 VAR checks, and I want to just give you. I don't know if you guys have seen the goal. It wasn't the best goal. It was a pretty sloppy goal. It ball potentially went out, crashed it in, potential foul, potential handball, potential offsides. Player kicked it into the goal. But I want to read to you guys some of the comments that the official, the actual VAR official said. So also in that game, Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle was not sent off after there was I showed this to JJ after a foul that he committed on Jorginho, Arsenal's Jorginho, and I'm gonna show it to you, Bobby, just because I'm gonna send it to you on TikTok real quick, because just and you need to see in order to understand the sort of what the comment that I'm about to read says.
I think I saw it. I think
But I sent it to you just in case. So first off, we'll start with the actual goal. Newcastle goal. This is all things leading up to the goal. And they're looking. The ball looks out, but we can't possibly give it from that angle. They're saying, "Oh, we're not sure." Is pretty much what they're saying. Push on Gabriel. who was fouled. There's 2 hands on the back, but we can't be sure it's a push. Once again, we're not sure. And then there's the offsides call. There's no conclusive evidence on whether the player is behind the ball, so stick with what's on field. AKA, we're not sure. So for there to be not 1, not 2, but 3 calls of just we're not sure on a system that is meant to help out with decisions, that is supposed to help make it easier to tell, that's supposed to be able to so you can go back and tell, so you can check things like that, is just, I feel like it's embarrassing, especially considering it's meant to help the game. It's meant to make it easier. And I'm not saying that loss can be put on VAR, because obviously Arsenal could not come back. They could not get a goal to tie it. That's on the players, right? They couldn't get it. But to even be put in that situation is sort of on VAR, because if there's 3 things that are, I personally thought they were obvious, all of them. Yes, I get the ball thing, sure, not another angle, sure. But there was definitely a push in the back, and even then there was a handball with that. It's just embarrassing, I feel. For the amount of money that VAR costs, it is about, let me see, I just had it here. It was
like 200 million.
1.2 million a year for Premier League sides to use VAR. For 1.2 mil to be used on that, to have calls that are repeatedly time and time again, but either mistakes or not called. The amount of times where the Premier League, where the VAR, the officiating committee has been like, oh, my bad, we made a mistake. For a system that is meant to catch mistakes, to be making so many mistakes, it's embarrassing, because it's meant to catch them. Why are we still allowing so many? And maybe it's not the system, maybe it's the people who are using the system that are, so messing this up. But still, then train your officials better. It's just, there's too many mistakes to be using the system.
I think the referees on the field are relying too much on VAR.
Yes.
And I think that's a big problem, is that they expect, like, because they have VAR, they don't have to make any calls. Like, if they make a mistake on the field, it doesn't matter if VAR will catch it. But that's not the case. VAR is not always going to catch it, and like there's certain rules on like when VAR can be used and stuff like that. And I don't think they really they really think about that before they make a decision, right?
Yes. And
because there has to be clear and conclusive evidence that, like, to overturn it. Like if there's an offside or something like that, if it's too close to call, then like it won't be called. So that call in the field stands, right?
But even then, I don't know. Even I've seen even offside stuff be scuffed up by VAR. Like
100%, yeah. Liverpool, Luis Diaz.
Yes, that one. That's
2 weeks ago.
So far, and that's simply miscommunication that got that wrong.
Yeah,
I think
they had in the box. They had thought that they called it they called it a goal.
Yeah, but
then they realized that.
Yeah.
And on the field, it was not called.
Also, I keep going back to Arsenal. Obviously, I watch a lot of the games, so I see a bunch of the mistakes. There was 2 I can think of. One was a player barely got touched. VAR reviewed it and still gave a player a red card. Somehow, if you look it up, Tomoyasu red card is what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm not right now, please. Sorry.
Yeah, I think another thing is that, like, with the problem with VAR is that like before VAR, if the referee made a bad call, right, then you could get over it, because that it's not going to be perfect and in the heat of the moment, right? Happen. Like, it's hard to make good calls. But now with VAR, everything's expected to be perfect. Exactly. Like, you have to make the right call.
They put so much confidence on being able to make the correct calls. For them to make a mistake and admit it, it's embarrassing, because you can't.
It is.
It baffles me. And also, just I wanted to, Bob, you said they relied too much on VAR. I just want to pull up a little fact. In the Tottenham v Chelsea game from, I think it was Monday, there were 9 VAR calls in that entire game.
That's a lot.
You want to know how many players Tottenham ended the game with?
I'm just going to say 9.
9. There were just as many VAR calls as there were Tottenham players at the end of the game. If that's not embarrassing, I don't know what is. Almost as embarrassing as Chelsea almost struggling to beat a 9-man Tottenham team. Tottenham almost came back 2 times with 2 set-piece goals, or near goals. Nicholas Jackson got a hat-trick in the end, but it was a hat-trick of tap-ins where it was, when we play FIFA, the sweaty goals that we have across goal, we just pass it.
Yeah.
3 of those.
Yep.
And even before that, he missed at least 13 other chances. So VAR, I'm tired of.
Yeah.
It needs to be better. I get that.
I think a good solution for VAR, in my humble opinion, I think I like the addition of VAR. I don't like the full reliance on VAR. So I think a good solution would be, instead of having VAR on every decision, I think have a normal game with the referees making the calls, and then only have VAR come in for certain things. So like a red card, yeah, that can be checked.
But even then, you see
Right.
people
A
getting upset
goal,
with the decision.
checked, right?
I
Oh,
remember
100%.
there was, what was it, Marcus Rashford today against Copenhagen was sent
Uh-huh.
off 43rd minute for a red card, where many people are like, "Oh, I don't think that that's a red card," but it was he full kind of he wasn't he did have eyes on the ball. He didn't see the player there. He sort of imagined that kind of stomping on the player's ankle, full cleats.
Mm-hmm.
Like he kind of did that, and he was sent off. Which after VAR, it was shown to be a red card.
Well, no matter what happens with VAR or not, there's going to be people that get mad at every decision that's made in a game. You're never going to get rid of that. But something that you can help is maybe get people to understand the rules better, and why that call was made. So what I would like is referee interviews, or like just stuff like that after the game, and being able to hold referees accountable, right?
That's the
for
thing.
bad calls or whatnot.
We see coaches speak out, be like, "Hey, there's no consistency. They made a mistake," and then they get fined. They get suspended for a game. They get punished. But if the referee makes a mistake, it's just, "Oh, our bad. Sorry. Next time."
Yep.
But there's nothing.
Exactly.
There needs to be something.
Something that the MLS does that I think would be very good in the Premier League, and I don't think it's done. It might be, but I haven't seen it. I don't think it's done. But the MLS does something called what is it called? I don't know. It's like an after show, and it goes through all the controversial calls of the entire week of like that play. Right? It's called review something, or I don't know. I have to search it up. Right? But anyways, it's like a little show. It's like a 5-10 minute episode of just like they go through like the worst calls that week, and like if that was a good call, did they make the right call? They go through the rules, and it kind of helps you understand the rules better for like maybe people that don't understand why that call was made. They explain why that call was made. And it doesn't go through every single call, but some of the most controversial calls that happen in the MLS, they'll go through on that show. Oh, it's called Instant Replay. That's what it's called.
I remember.
Instant Replay, yeah. It's super entertaining show to watch, and it kind of helps you understand the rules. So if they did that in other leagues as well, I think that's something that they could take from the MLS that can just kind of help like those decisions, and make people understand why those decisions were made.
I could definitely see that being sort of brought in. I think it would be honestly really help out, explain some of the stuff.
I agree.
I don't see them doing it anytime soon, because they once again don't see an issue with VAR. Like the officials, they don't think anything's wrong, but until they acknowledge that something is wrong, nothing's gonna change. Obviously, the game is the game. VAR is here to stay. There's no getting rid of it anytime soon.
Yep.
Unless one thing I would like to see. So the issue of the problem with the ball going out is they don't have angles for it, right? I saw something really cool. How they have like the pylon cams for NFL, doing something similar to that with the corner flags. It wouldn't take too much to put some sort of camera or some sort of something to tell, but like to see, so you can tell if the ball goes completely out. It wouldn't take too much to do that, and it wouldn't cost much either. It could be done. It's just they haven't done anything like that yet. I think that would be very useful, at least for corners, corner kicks, seeing if the ball goes out. I think that could fix maybe some of the problems. Wouldn't fix everything, but that's something I recommend. That's just that's what I call the VAR rant. I don't know if you have anything. You guys have anything else about VAR you want to talk about?
Yeah, I think as much as VAR seems to be like the name of the issue, I think the issue is more on like officiating itself and not VAR.
That's fair. I understand.
There's like some obviously problems, but I think it's mostly just bad officiating.
Yeah.
Not the technology.
Yeah. Totally get it. JJ, you have anything you want to say?
I think it's chill.
This guy.
Bro is pulling a Reese left from last episode. Okay.
It's one of those things where it's like it's flawed, but I mean everything's flawed. Like I'm not gonna, like, it happens. I move. obviously, if they could find a way to better it, then obviously implement it. But I don't really see like a simple solution towards bettering it. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's people that are behind.
Yeah.
And you can't just better people. Like obviously you can give them training and stuff like that. But
even
like
then, training
it's like exactly. So it's like at the end of the day, it's like it's hard to better it because at every single game it's going to be different because at every single game there's a different person behind that camera watching the VAR.
That's fair.
So that's my take. Simple.
Knowledgeable. So I mean,
yeah, I would agree with you, Joe. Like to add maybe some extra cameras, some extra like easier ways to define because like a lot of like these like what we see for like even like offside stuff like that, it's at an angle, so there's nothing definitive because it's at an angle, so it could like it looks so, you know what I mean? Like there needs to be a way to like definitively say yes or no. Like so no matter who you are, it's either yes he was offsides, yes it's a goal, yes it was out of bounds, or no it wasn't. Like because you have a straight cut like view of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe adding some more camera angles could help in that situation as well.
That's fair. Honestly, I think we just need to
But
see.
as far as the red cards though, that's nothing. I don't know.
A red card is a red card.
Yeah.
As long as obviously some of them are going to be accidental. Some of them are going to be just spur of the moment. Christian Romero style tackles where he tries to break someone's leg and miss and doesn't break it, but definitely gets the guy.
Yeah, for sure.
See, the tough part about VAR, in my opinion, though, is that there's two different approaches that a person behind the camera could take to it, and that's if they, in their opinion, see it to be a foul or the opposite call, to have the ref look at it.
Yeah.
Or the other approach could be is if they could see why it would be a foul. They could have the ref look at it, and I feel like in a lot of ways, like both could be good approaches, but in one way, it's gonna cause the ref to look at VAR a lot, and the other way, it's gonna cause the ref to look at VAR very little.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean. And at the end of the day, again, this is on the person on the camera, and I feel like it needs to be a little bit more definitive with like when and stuff like that, if you know what I mean. Which is also like little rules that should be implemented towards the VAR people, maybe. I feel like that could be kind of cool. And yeah,
that's fair. You guys bring up completely valid points, but VAR's here to stay. We will see how it evolves over the course of the season. If changes do happen,
tell us what you guys think. By the way, please. As well, if you have any thoughts, please
let us know down below. Just want to give a quick, maybe not as quick, shout out to our Orlando City. The Lions yesterday putting away Nashville 1-0 away from home to solidify the spot in the semifinals, right? The MLS playoff.
We go to the quarterfinals.
No,
it's the conference semis.
Conference semis, which is the quarters.
Potentially, we're going to be either playing Columbus or Atlanta. So bring on whichever team that is.
I'll take them both, bro.
We'll take them both.
Best at the same time, bro.
Maybe not.
Yes, bro.
Giacomakis will get pocketed by Schlegel.
Yes, sir. Man of the match right there.
Cucho pocketed by Janssen.
Janssen gets the other one. Maguire scores 7. So.
Yes, sir.
So this next topic that I have here comes from.
Hold on, really quick. I just want to say something. Shout out Angulo. You are my negrito lindo. My mother's negrito lindo. My Colombian brother. Shout out to you. You're going to be down in the description of this episode. It's got to happen.
Well,
you sent us through.
That's
my dog.
Considering you're uploading,
that's
Bobby,
my dog.
You have full range of what goes on in the description. At least keep the first paragraph.
Angulo, we love you.
But
we love you, Angulo.
We do love Angulo. So Bobby, since
you
can put the shout out to him in the description since you're uploading.
Because we know you're watching, Angulo.
100%. We know you're watching.
We know.
Can we keep what you called him in the thing?
Yeah.
Is that like offensive or anything?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're not going to
No.
Okay. So this next topic comes from shout out Ben Shave, aka my college roommate. This is something he messaged me randomly a couple nights, maybe yesterday, a couple nights ago. He said to me, Shout out Ben. He said, you guys know him as Slayer in the
Oh,
Can't say the
The
full thing.
basketball group
You know
chat,
about
yeah.
Slayer.
He won't give me Doncic, bro. So I don't like
I
him.
wonder. Okay, but he said to me, I think it was something about Portugal. Let me see if I still have it. But he said, I wonder, where was it? Nope. Portugal
Look at me.
should be considered the best country for soccer. He said Portugal, and I
like
just
the league or like the
the
country,
country
like
in general.
products out of the country.
Products.
Okay.
He said that should be considered the best. He says they're just constantly spitting out talent that they should be considered one of the best. And I want to just get your guys' opinion. What do you guys see as the best country in terms of product, players, results? What do you see as the best
Colombia.
country for soccer?
Colombia, of course.
How many World
It's
Cups
easy.
you got?
Listen, pal. Quarterfinals. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
Quarterfinal.
yeah. Okay, so I guess we'll start with, if you want to give like, I don't know if that's a serious answer, Bobby, but if you want to give like
No.
a genuine answer, we'll start with JJ first.
USA.
Okay, never mind. We'll start with Bobby first.
Okay. So I do want to say, I think Colombia has had some good talents before. Much better talents back in the day, I think. But I think there's still a few good talents here and there sprinkled throughout. But I think I could say that about most South American. Like, just as a continent, South America, even if they don't have the greatest national team, you will always find from every country like one just like superstar player, if not multiple, right? Like for Colombia, you have Luis Diaz.
Talent, yeah.
And a while ago, you had James Rodriguez, right? And then obviously Argentina has Messi and plenty of other good players. You have even like Venezuelan like players coming around now that like
Yeah.
oh he plays for Brighton.
Caicedo.
Estupiñán. Yes,
Estupiñán from
he's
Brighton.
coming out, and then
Estupiñán.
yes, we have like there's like a bunch of South American talents coming out right now, and I think that's like just that country, that region is very good for soccer talent.
100%. I think that they are producing some of the best talent.
I didn't even mention Brazil.
Oh, they're producing some of the best talent. Young, even like, I don't know. For me personally, I have to go over to Europe when I think of the best countries. Well, obviously the biggest one I think biggest South America, Brazil, obviously. Too much history. Yeah. Even if they haven't
I think
as much.
I think
now.
Personally, if I had to choose one country to be the best, have the best talents to come out of a country, I would pick Brazil.
That's fair.
Just because even if there hasn't been well, I would argue that Neymar is top 3 with Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar.
I don't know. I feel like Neymar he was getting there, but
all time.
I wouldn't say all time. He was
no, not all time.
He was getting there.
Not all time. I'm talking about like in that era. In this modern era, I'm saying Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar are top 3. The top 3.
I definitely think Neymar is top
in their prime.
Even then, I think he's top. I want to say like 6. I just think he almost got to there. He almost got to where I could be like top 3 easy. But then like he started injuries, declining, stuff like that.
Yeah, 100%. He didn't even reach his full potential.
Exactly.
So
and now he's in Saudi.
Think about that.
Nothing against Saudi,
Yeah.
I don't.
Everything against Saudi.
Everything against Saudi. They can do.
Well, he's injured in Saudi.
Yeah, but he's not going to come back. It's an ACL coming back. I don't know.
I
Personally,
think it's MCL, something like that.
Either one. Personally, for
me, it was both.
I think when I think of big, I think of 3 countries were best. Obviously France. France.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
So much talent, so much young, potentially one of the next 2 players of our generation in Mbappe. I just think there's too much talent to not acknowledge that they are one of the best countries for soccer. Another one
I would agree.
is Spain. I think they had some heavily underrated players that they did so much with country and club, but even then they weren't given the true recognition they deserved. I think they're producing talent as well. Every so often, every 6 months, we get a new Spanish youngster. We have Yamal. What is it? Lamine Yamal.
Yeah, playing for Barca. He's like 16.
Barca keeps spawning in new 16-year-old Spanish wonder kids. So I think we can't go without acknowledging that. Or I think one that's under the radar a little bit is the Netherlands. I think they are
underrated for sure.
Netherlands have produced so much talent. We have Gakpo, who came to light in the last World
Ake.
Cup. Ake.
Nathan Ake.
Ake is actually interesting fact, right? I learned this yesterday. Ake, how old do you think Ake is?
Like 26.
28.
He's 28. Yeah, he's 28.
Oh wow.
He's been around.
He's a little bit older than I thought.
He's been around.
Yeah, he's been around for a while.
That's just why it's so surprising because you think they have so much talent.
And then
Jeremy Frimpong.
got Van Dijk.
Shout out Jeremy Frimpong. I don't know how many shout outs we're gonna have. One of my favorite Dutch players, Jeremy Frimpong.
Van Dijk.
Yes, you gotta potentially he almost won the Ballon d'Or a couple years ago. So yeah, it's just there's so much. And then when Ben said, oh sorry, JJ, what do you have for best country? Like genuine answer.
Oh, for best country, like all time, like produce the best talent, or like just in this modern.
Either or.
Just have to. Either or.
Either or.
I feel like right now, it's gotta be France. But like, honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. Honestly, like, honestly, all time, like right now, I would say it's France. Like, I feel like Brazil, they have like talent all around the board, but they just don't click. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Like they're too individual.
Yeah.
So it's like they're not really a team, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but we're not talking about like the best national team. We're talking about just best talent.
Yeah.
So I would say talent over wide.
Oh,
overall.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh,
if we're talking best national team, then I think
team.
I might talk France. I would say France just because they have so much good talent and that they work very well together. But if we're talking strictly talent to come out of a country, I'm saying Brazil. 100%. We just have so much talent at every position.
Yeah, no, I just
all time.
Yeah, all time.
Yeah, give me Brazil. Yeah,
that's fair.
I think Portugal is an underrated shout though from Mr. Ben. Ben here.
That's the thing though. I don't really see it from the talent.
I do.
For the talent they are producing. The talent they are producing, the results that they have gotten, right? For the talent,
they're not the most successful.
It doesn't match up. That's what there. If when I think of like. I expect more from them. Is what the problem? I expect more.
Okay, yeah, I definitely expect more from them from Portugal. But like just looking at the individual talents that have come out, I think steadily they have had some very good talents come out of there, and especially in recent years as well. They've had some pretty good talents.
Some guy called I don't know what Cristiano Ronaldo. He was all right. Did pretty good. Did pretty good in Spain.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like.
But I mean, like I just have like a quick list here of some of the best Portuguese players. We have Ronaldo, of course, Rui Costa, Bernardo Silva, Luis Figo, Carvalho, Pepe, Eusebio, Diego Jota, João Cancelo, João Moutinho, Ruben Diaz, João Felix, Nani.
Bobby your dog.
Bro has really just named my entire FIFA team. Holy, my bad, EAFC team. Bro just said my entire Ultimate team and.
Bruno Fernandes, Diego Dallo. I mean, Rafael Leao, Nuno Mendes. Like, dude, there's a lot of good players, and I could keep going. Like, there's a long list of very, very good Portuguese players.
See, my thing.
Whether they come together. Oh. No, you could go on, JD, but I was just gonna say, like, whether they come together in the national team is different. Like, but individual talent.
In my opinion, Portuguese isn't a bad shout. Like, at all, in my opinion. Like, but, like, if I were to rank them, like, about, I wouldn't say they're a bad shout for, like, top 5, you know?
Yeah, but best, I don't know about best.
Yeah, exactly, because, like, if I'm comparing, like, my thing is that, like, the Portuguese list and the Brazilian list would be, like, the same size, but if I'm comparing Eusebio to, like, Pele, Ronaldinho, Garrincha, you know, R9, you know, like like those like 5 players alone are worth more in my opinion than the whole Portuguese list, and that's like 5 players. If you know what I mean.
Dude, and there's so many more. We have Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, oh my lord, bro. They're
Ronaldo.
Oh my, so many.
Socrates, Kaká, Zico.
Who else? Thiago Silva.
Bro.
He was great. For a long time.
Fernandinho. Ronaldo.
Dude, there's so many, dude. There's so many. I don't know. Did you say Ronaldinho?
No, he did.
Yeah.
He did say.
Yeah.
What's happened? What is? You guys see that?
Oh, what the heck?
Because
You
Duncan's
have a
out
ghost,
there, bro.
You have a ghost.
Ooh, I don't know. I mean,
Bro
it's
needs
just like,
Duncan back.
and then it was like he was also saying how he thinks this Portuguese team currently. I'm pretty sure he said Portuguese team currently, like they have what it takes to do well. And I just thought I was like, I think I can think of 10 teams currently that I would take over Portugal, and I'm gonna list them off.
Ooh.
I'm gonna list them off to you. This is first off, this is my opinion as someone who watches.
Yeah. Okay.
Who like?
I'm just gonna say, as you say a team, I'm gonna say that yes or no,
So
as in like
first
I
off,
agree or I don't
We're
agree.
gonna start. This is also based off not the FIFA World Rankings. I have that list there, but it's mostly just for me to name the teams.
Okay.
Argentina,
Okay. Yes.
France,
Yes.
Brazil,
Yes.
England. I think they have a lot of
Yes.
young talent.
But it's close. It's close
The
though. I think it's very
Netherlands.
close.
Spain.
Okay. I'd put them on par. Yeah.
Yeah, Spain.
Yeah.
Italy.
No.
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 Croatia.
I like Italy, but I think no, not Croatia.
I said Uruguay as well.
No.
And for me, I think this is a very underrated, sort of I feel heavily slept on team. Give me 1 second.
Mhm.
Okay?
He's gonna say he's gonna say Ghana.
USA. No, I think where he said England, I would put Portugal right after England and right before Italy.
Yeah.
I think that's where I would stick them in.
But honestly
I
though,
think Italy
I'm
has
taking
some good
Portugal
talent.
over England.
Yeah, honestly, it's very close. I think they're on par. I think
Yeah.
if they played each other 10 times, I think that like England would win like 4 or 5, and Portugal would win like 5 or 6.
All right, so the whole bit is gone. I couldn't find the jersey. I think underrated heavily right now, Japan. I think Japan is
Okay, but I think they're underrated, but I'm not putting them over Portugal.
I
That's kinda
personally,
crazy.
I think if you put them in another world tournament, they would go farther than Portugal.
Man.
Assuming they were in the same bracket.
Same bracket, yeah, same bracket. I think they would go farther. If like,
Man,
let's
that's a
take
tough choice.
a group, right? We take the same group. So let's say like we name like same exact So Belgium, put what? Belgium, our team, like New Australia and Senegal, right? Don't get me wrong. Both Portugal and Japan would make it out, but I still think Japan would go farther. Just because the way they play, it comes back to like that. I don't know, Portuguese players. I don't want to say some of them are selfish.
I think individually Portuguese is better, but I think as a team I would agree that Japan is better.
Yeah, no, I would agree too. Honestly, in my opinion, I just feel like Portuguese overall, like they have like the better players, but I feel like they're just missing like a position or two, if you know what I mean. Like they have like holes.
Yeah.
You know? Whereas Japan, they like overall they don't have like great players like that, but at the same time they don't have holes in that roster.
They and like I don't know, the way they play for each other. They play as a unit. Portugal, I feel like there's every so often we get like one person being the star of Portugal compared to like the whole team kind of shining. So
yeah, I would agree. I would agree with you there.
But once again, with this, let us know down in the thing. Who do you think? Which country do you think is the best when it comes to soccer? Who would you take? Who if currently who would you say is better than Portugal? Is Portugal one of the best teams, or who would you take over? So now I just want to. So normally we do our little game, and we're gonna do it right now only because it's a nice transition. It follows the soccer. So what we're gonna do now is a game called Links. Okay, it's probably has so many other names over on like TikTok, YouTube, other stuff. But what I'm gonna do, right? I'm going to name a player, right? I'll name a player. And you have to do your best to link that player to another player that I name through club teammates. It can't be national, but it has to be club teammates. There's no looking up. I'm going to name 2 players, and whoever can get it, do you guys want to do it whoever gets it first, or whoever gets it in the least amount of links?
Can we work together?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, we can work together. You guys can work together.
Yeah, because I'm low-key like really bad at this type of stuff.
Yeah.
Is it
Me
okay?
too.
Do you guys want to go against me then? So you two
We're
against
gonna lose.
you two against me.
No.
Okay.
Joe, you just say a player. We're gonna do our
Gotcha,
best. How
okay.
about this? You say a player, and we'll do our best, and then we'll do another round afterwards. And if Bobby not like, and then we'll go against you.
Okay, so we'll do
Yeah,
do 2 rounds to begin, right?
Yeah.
2 practice rounds, and the third round will be for all the marbles. So first off, your first player that I'm going to give you, I'm going to give you the French sweetheart, everyone's favorite French player, N'Golo Kante.
Angulo.
And you are going
Okay.
to have to link him
Okay.
to the Argentinian dwarf,
jeez.
Lisandro Martinez.
Okay, so we know
Has to
Conte
be
played for
Sandro.
Chelsea.
Has to beat the club though.
So we
Wait,
know we played for Chelsea,
But-
and then on
But
Chelsea.
Chelsea. It has to be Chelsea, right?
I don't know.
Who else did Conte play for? He played for somebody before Chelsea. In the Prem.
Dude, we're kind of bad at this.
I can give you guys want a little hint?
Go ahead.
They recently got relegated.
Last season they got relegated.
Who
Who got relegated last season?
They got relegated
We have.
last season. They are not in the Prem currently.
Leicester.
He did play for Leicester. Did Lisandro Martinez play for Leicester? That's our guess, JJ? I want to say they played together at Leicester.
Let it be known. That is not the link. No.
Okay, actually.
Okay. Does he play for whatever team Conte plays for now?
Wait,
something.
Bobby. Let's think about this now.
Okay.
All right. So we have Leicester, right? Now let's think about a player not like. All right. So let's think about a player who plays for Leicester. Okay,
Lisandro
wait,
Martinez.
Wait, Bobby.
Wait. Lisandro Martinez played for Chelsea, right?
No.
I thought he did.
No, he didn't. He did not, Bobby.
Okay, Bobby. Hear me out. So we go to Chelsea, right? Or we'll go to Leicester, but then we'll pick out an English person from Leicester, right? So let's do like Jamie Vardy, right? Now Jamie Vardy played for England, right? Now we'll pick a random English player. We can't. I thought it has to be through like players.
It has to be through teams like clubs, not national teams.
Yeah, it has to be his club teams only.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Lisandro Martinez, what teams did he play for? I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know what team Lisandro Martinez played for.
Aston Villa.
Okay, he played for Aston Villa. Who on Chelsea or?
Lisandro Martinez did not play for Aston Villa.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
Sandro Martinez.
yes.
I was thinking of the goalie.
No, Lisandro.
Oh,
Lisandro.
wait, who does he even play for? Wait.
United, you dumbass.
Yeah. Wait, but who did he play for before that? It was in Italy, no?
So do you want a little bit of history
It was
behind
Milan.
it? He played for Ajax.
Played for Ajax. Okay. Who
Who am I thinking about right now?
I
don't know, man.
I do have a link here that
Okay. So Lisandro Martinez played for Ajax and Man United. Is there anybody on those two teams that have played on Chelsea or Leicester? I don't think Leicester. I think it's going to be somebody from Chelsea to
Wait.
Ajax or Ajax to Chelsea.
Didn't they just get somebody from Chelsea? Like low key, like a couple seasons ago.
Wait,
Like I feel like they did. Like
no, that he went to Inter.
not like it was like low key, like somebody kind of big.
No, that was cool. I think you're thinking of Koulibaly. He went to Inter Milan, I think. Yeah.
Wait, Bobby. Okay, wait. Let's think about this now. So we have Chelsea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea is the biggest draft, right? They literally get players from everywhere.
I know, that's why it's so hard.
Okay. Wait, I have a question about the rules. So like let's say so here's my thought process right now. So like Chelsea, right? We could do like João Felix and then go to Atletico and then look at like an Atletico player who then could have like played for like
yes, you
right?
could
Would
do
that
that.
work?
Yes.
Oh, we can.
Okay. So then we have Griezmann, right? And he's French. So they played
No,
together.
JJ, we can't do that.
Has to be
They did
club
not
teams.
play together.
Club teams, JJ.
Has to be club teams.
Damn, that's whack.
Okay, wait, hold on. Now that you're saying that though, now I feel like it's easier. Who do we know play? Danny Blind. Danny Blind played for Ajax. Who did he also play for? Didn't he play for like? Is the only place he played for Ajax? No, he's plays in Italy, right?
You guys have been going for a little bit. You want me to give you on the right track?
Yes.
So currently, Lissandro
Help us
Martinez
out.
currently is playing with another center back who played at Leicester.
Oh my gosh, Harry Maguire.
That wasn't even the one I was talking about, but yes, Harry Maguire also played at Leicester, and that will be your link, the big part
Yes,
of your link.
yes, Harry Maguire. Yeah, that's the link because we have
No,
Harry Maguire played-
he never played with Conte. There's another player that you need to link Conte and Harry Maguire.
Oh, they had
Oh
to
my
have
God.
played together.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so Conte played for Leicester.
Okay.
Okay,
Wait, who's been
hold
on
on.
Leicester since forever?
Jamie Vardy.
Jamie
So
Vardy.
Conte
So-
to Jamie Vardy to Harry Maguire to Lissandro Martinez.
There we go.
There we
Now
go.
you guys
go.
have found the links.
Oh,
For,
There we
personally,
go.
High
for
five.
me, it
Ooh.
was that, but instead of Harry Maguire, you take Johnny Evans.
Oh, dude, never. I.
All
Yeah,
right.
I was
So
gonna
do you guys want to do another one? Try to make.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do another one. Just to let you know,
I made it harder, man. That was easy.
we're at 41 minutes so far. So if we want to get to some football stuff, we got to go a little bit faster. So I'm gonna give you guys 3 minutes for this next one.
Football.
Okay, 3 minutes max. So
All right. How about 3 minutes to
Hold on,
link?
hold on. Wait. Question,
yes,
Joe.
what's up?
When you tell us the players,
Yes,
can I search up what teams they play for?
yes.
Not like players on those teams,
Yes.
but just like
you
just
can
to
look
see
up
like,
what
who they
teams
play.
they played for, or I can listen
Okay.
to you
What?
if you want.
Okay.
that instead.
Yeah. Either way
Okay,
works.
so we're going to start off with Mohamed Salah, the
Salah, he
Egyptian
played for
king.
We got
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
And we are going to go to.
Come on.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to think. What's a nice one? Let's go to.
His nickname on Google is Egyptian Messi.
Let's go to. Let's go to Mike Mignon, the goalkeeper from AC Milan.
AC Milan. All right. So we have Liverpool.
Mhm.
Right. Liverpool.
We also have Chelsea, Fiorentina, and Roma. I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna have to look for that Liverpool Chelsea link because I don't know anybody who played for Roma or Fiorentina.
Yeah, I was about to say. Chelsea.
I feel like Chelsea's
Chelsea
good
Pulisic.
Boom, one link, baby.
There we go.
Brilliant,
Let's go.
Brilliant.
Yes.
All
Let's
right.
go.
So now, this next one. This is the last one. Do you guys want to work together to go against me, or do you want that? What we have to do? We have to do it in the least amount, though. If we're gonna do it against each other, the least
Okay,
amount.
least amount of links. Least amount of links. Okay.
So, the first player that we have is going to be Sandro Tonali,
Okay.
and you're going to have to link him to Manuel Neuer.
Okay. You know, he actually got suspended for like next year or something like that.
Yes, that's he's gone for a while because of betting. So that shows JJ, watch out when you bet.
Yeah.
So so we'll start 3, 2, 1. You guys work together. I'm going to deafen myself so I can
Okay,
hear you
okay.
guys.
So
Okay,
Tonali
cool.
played. All right. So we have to get Newcastle to.
Alrighty, here we go. So guys, this is I know you can't hear what they're saying, but this is my thought process, right? So we're gonna take Sandro Tonali. Obviously, he plays for AC Milan. Currently, he plays for AC Milan. No, he played for AC Milan. Currently plays for Newcastle. So Newcastle, we're gonna go back to AC Milan. At AC Milan, he played for Pulisic. He didn't play Pulisic. Did he? No. But AC Milan played with Mignon. Mignon played with Pulisic. Pulisic played with Lewandowski. No, Pulisic played at Dortmund with Royce Lewandowski to Neuer. But we can do it in less, obviously. So let's go. So we're gonna start. We're gonna start with Tonali. AC Milan's the key. We're gonna take AC Milan. Who did he play with at AC Milan? We have Kessié. Kessié, AC Milan. Trying to think who else. He had Hernandez, which is Hernandez. is Theo Hernandez, who I believe played with. I'm trying to think. So, Tonali. Man, this is tough. Anthony Gordon was at Everton. That's one. There's Anthony Gordon. I'm trying to think right now. I'm trying to think. I want to make sure I get this before them. Oh man, this is tough. I've done this to myself. So I definitely think I'm gonna take Sandro Tonali to go Sandro to Isaac. Isaac, no, definitely stick within the realm of. You have Sandro Tonali. Man, I'm stuck on this right now. You have Sandro Tonali. Oh man, I've played myself. I can't even think of one right now. All right, we're gonna go with the Pulisic one. Okay, so they're you can tell they're cooking. They're cooking right now. So Sandro Tonali to Mignan to Pulisic, Pulisic to Royce, Royce to Lewa to yeah. Okay.
Wait, didn't
Boys.
City just get somebody?
I
What?
have my link ready to go.
Wait, yes, they did, Jide. Yes, they did. We're so close. Okay, but we have to count how many links this is. So we have to be careful here. We have to be careful. Okay, but Jide, they did just get somebody. Oh gosh, I want to search it up so bad. Wait, JJ.
Yeah.
Harry Kane plays for Bayern now. Is there anybody on Tottenham that?
Heung-min Son.
No.
Sorry.
No. I don't think that's gonna work. I think we go back to our other route.
Yeah,
I don't think
it's
it's
a
gonna
little
work.
longer, but
Okay, so we have
we got
we have-
Neuer to Lua
to Sancho.
or Holland, whichever one brings us there quicker.
Yeah.
Because Holland would bring us to Man City.
right,
Sancho would
give
bring
me-
us to Man.
Give me
Yeah.
a second. I'm gonna make some like tally marks here to see.
Yeah, so we need a Newcastle player that
Who
played
plays-
for City or United. Manchester City or Manchester United. Manchester City. Okay, Newcastle. Can I search up the No, I
No,
think
you
that's
can't search
cheating.
that up. No, you can search up the teams, but not the players.
Yeah, no. I was gonna search up like the Newcastle roster, but no, that's not gonna work. Think, boy.
Bro.
Think.
All right, I have mine. I can give you guys the number of how many I have. You know how many you need to beat. But if not, I'm gonna keep it to myself so we can.
Yeah. How many do we need to beat?
I have it in 6.
Oh my God, Jide, we could beat it. If we get it right here, we could beat it. But I think we have to get it in this one, or else we tie. So we need a United or Manchester City player that plays for Newcastle right now. A former. Tonali's only played for
Oh my gosh! Wait a second. No, I have it in 4 now.
Oh well, shit.
Well, okay, wait. So right now we have
Bobby, I
Lua,
gotta boot that out, Bobby.
Sancho. Wait, Bobby, we're only at 2.
No, we have. So now we have Neuer to Lua, Lua to Sancho.
That's one.
Yeah, Sancho to United.
We're at 3.
So and then the next one would be 4. So we can only tie.
Okay.
We can only tie.
Did you guys want to take the tie?
No. Well, I mean,
Well, we haven't even. Where has Trippier played? He plays for Newcastle. Where did he play before?
Trippier. He's old, man.
I know he played for somebody else. Who did he play for? Did he play for like Bayern or something like that? Did he?
No. Trippier.
Oh, he's old. Who did he play for? Oh, he played for Tottenham. Oh my God, he played for Tottenham. Harry Kane. Okay, so we have Tonali to Trippier to Harry Kane to Neuer.
Let it be known.
That's 4.
That is the 4 that I had as well. That
Dang
is the
it.
link. But if you guys want to know the 6 that I had before then, I had Tonali to Mignan to Pulley to Royce to Lewa to Neuer. So that would have been 6. But you guys
That took a while.
you got the links correct though. So brilliant work from you two.
I want to know what the quickest link is.
The quickest link. Tonali. Here, so let's see. Tonali played AC Milan, Newcastle. Newcastle currently, if we look at their squad, let's see. We can look at their current squad right now. We have first team players. No one here is really sticking out. That's the problem. There's no one here that's like, whoa. I mean, bless you. I mean, Karius. Did Karius ever play? He played at Stuttgart. Hold up, Stuttgart.
It's from Neuer.
Neuer, I believe. Honestly, we'll come back. We'll come back. We'll look at the lowest amount of links, just for the sake of, obviously, we don't want to go too long. We're gonna go right back in. We're gonna transition now to the NFL. The last week we saw a lot of really interesting both results, a lot of interesting turnouts for players. So I want to just give. I think would be really, really good to start out with is Josh Dobbs, now known as the Pastronaut, tearing it up in his first game without ever taking a snap from the center, without knowing most of the playbook. He tore it up and led the Vikings to a win. So I just want to know what do you guys think about that?
Honestly, I think for like fantasy people, that's a good sign for Justin Jefferson as well. Seeing as how Josh Dobbs also played pretty well. I feel like this is a good thing for the Vikings in general, because now they have a potential playoff shot, And also, what I found impressive was the fact that Josh Dobbs didn't even know like majority of the players and stuff like that, like their first and last names.
I think the quote was,
Crazy.
Learning names is for next week, is what he said.
True?
Yes, he said something like that.
That's
Something
tough.
about not knowing the names, like that's for next week though. So that's crazy. I don't know. It just shows
That's crazy, man.
as a player. I think he is one of. I don't want not just as a player, as an individual. I think he's incredibly smart to be able to do that. Learning plays on as fast as he potentially did. I think he learned some of them on the sideline with the coach. Really fast. I think it speaks to him as a player and a person. I think he actually studied what was it, aerospace engineering, something like that.
Yeah.
He's actually. I'm sure people say he's one of the.
He's an actual rocket scientist.
Yes, he's one of the smartest people in the NFL, outside of football. So I think it translates to the NFL.
Yeah.
So what do you
My
think?
guy.
Bobby? I didn't get any. We didn't get your.
Dude, I think it's amazing. I think it's honestly really good for the Vikings. Even like not fantasy wise, but I would agree with JJ fantasy wise. Like that gives sign for Justin Jefferson managers. Although they did say that even though he's eligible to come back from IR this week, he may not even play. So who's to say what's going to happen there? But as far as like the Pastronaut, Mr. Joshua Dobbs himself, dude, that was honestly amazing. Like, never in a million years did I expect Josh Dobbs to come in for an injured QB after being traded the same week to the Vikings and light it up. Like, he played, dude. Watching that game was crazy. He was tearing it up. So yeah, I think it's pretty crazy. I think it's inspirational, if you will.
It is. It's definitely that's like what it's just it's. I can't think of like I can't put it into words. It's genuinely, it's just so impressive
Mhm.
that he came out and he was
Dude,
like,
and the fact that he knew like what was in the game plan for that week,
exactly.
like after getting there, like I think on Wednesday he got there. It's crazy. That's like crazy smart, dude.
Sorry, I'm trying to find this.
He just made like playing quarterback look easy, which is like one of the hardest positions in the
That
NFL.
is.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
So, I think, and we look at, he was obviously traded from the Cardinals to the Vikings in the last week over the course of the trade deadline. I think what it means is now we also, obviously, it means we're going to get the return of Kyler Murray. He's coming back potentially this week. I want to just get your opinions on, how do you think he's going to do in his first game back? Is he going to be the same scrambler that we saw? Is he going to take a little bit to get back in? Or, like, what do you guys feel? Because I have an opinion, but I want to get yours first.
If Rich were here, he would say some type of joke about Call of Duty coming out,
He would insert,
but he's not.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're gonna see glimpses. I think he's gonna have a few highlight plays, but I think overall, like stat line wise, I don't think he's gonna light it up. But I could see a Cardinals win, like a tight Cardinals win come out, from it. So yeah, I think he's gonna do okay. I think he'll be all right.
I think the
I like
Cardinals
Kyler
are
Murray
a point right
personally.
now. No, I agree. I do like Kyle Murray. I had him on my fantasy team like all of last year until the injury. So I'm pretty big on him, I enjoyed watching him play and stuff like that. The issue, though, is that the Cardinals are at a point right now where they almost have no shot at the playoffs, where I think they might have already been eliminated. Maybe.
I don't think any
I don't think so.
I don't think any team has technically been eliminated yet.
Okay.
Their teams are close,
Jesus.
but nothing has happened. Is it?
Yeah. Anyways.
I don't know. I just
Anyways.
think, yeah. Go JJ.
Okay, so anyways, basically, my thing is that like the Cardinals are close to being eliminated, and I don't know, maybe in their minds they have a shot at it, but in my mind they don't. And then I feel like once they also realize that they don't have a shot at it, they'll probably just tank.
That's fair.
Technically,
In
that's
my
illegal.
opinion. What?
I could see them.
Technically, that's illegal.
Hey, shush.
I could see them like doing as bad
Yes,
and getting
yeah.
like obviously they're not going to draft a quarterback, not going to draft Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Maybe the clear Marvin. What is Marvin Harrison Jr.?
Well,
I don't even
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I think that would be.
There's a lot of talk of Kyler Murray being traded, but personally, I honestly like Kyler Murray. I know he didn't have like the greatest year last year, but
Definitely considering he tore his ACL. I mean, I don't think that's a great
yeah,
year.
but I like up until that, and he's had like some troubles before, getting along with like the team and the coach and all that. But I don't know. I think I personally really like Kyler Murray. I think he's a great player. I don't think size is really an issue. I know like a lot of people have like size concerns, but I think he's shown and proven that that's not gonna like really affect him. Different than how it would affect Bryce Young, simply because Bryce Young isn't scrambler like Kyler Murray is. But even still, I don't think Bryce Young's gonna be a bad quarterback by any means. I think he's gonna be all right.
I think genuinely, I see people freaking out, being like, "We should have drafted CJ Stroud." I guarantee if you put CJ Stroud,
Obviously, people are gonna say that because of CJ Stroud's playing amazing right now.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I think if you were to put CJ Stroud in this Panthers team, he would perform slightly better than Bryce Young. He would not be super. We would not be losing the division. It's just there's so many bad parts that need to be fixed. That will be fixed over the course of the next 3 years.
Yeah, Panthers are just suck, bro.
But it's happening again. What is
this?
Ghost? It's back.
Yo, I'll not be touching that so lightly, man.
I don't even know. If it's okay if I get like, what's it called? Possessed or middle of it.
Oh jeez.
Good content. I mean.
Oh jeez.
I don't know. Kyler Murray. When we saw him before, he was phenomenal. He was and I'm not gonna say the scrambler, but he was one of the best quarterbacks when it came to escaping and being able to like move out of the pocket, like taking pressure, moving out of the pocket, getting yards. He was one of the best. I don't think in this next game, I don't think we're gonna see that sort of that level, obviously, it's going to take a little bit. He's been kind of nursing back into it, like easing back into it. But I just don't. It's going to be a little bit before we see, I guess, if you could say prime Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I agree. I think, like I said, I think a few highlight plays. I think a few glimpses of like, okay, like Kyler Murray's back, but not quite.
Yeah.
I think in a few weeks, I think he'll be
It doesn't
he'll
help
be
that
kicking again.
Was it his number one wide receiver's gone now?
No, Marquise Brown is still there.
Oh no! When did D Hop get traded?
D-Hop
D Hop, yeah.
last year, yeah.
I was gonna say he got
traded in the offseason.
Yeah, so he did lose his number one. Yes, Marquise Brown.
But
he's not.
Marquise Brown is more than capable.
Yeah, he's capable. He's not
I
bad,
agree.
don't get me wrong. It's just like it's not
No.
the level between Marquise Brown and D Hop. There is a difference there. We have to.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah, for
difference.
sure. D Hop is a superstar.
Exactly.
Yeah, but last year, if I'm not mistaken, there was like a good portion there where D-Hop wasn't there. And in those games, Mr. Hollywood Brown was still popping off.
Oh man, he just a Mister too. That's fancy.
So, in my opinion, I think he'll be fine with Hollywood Brown.
I think we're gonna see a bounce back game for Hollywood Brown this coming week. I think with Kyler Murray being back, they know each other. They have a decent chemistry, right? I think even if Kyler Murray doesn't have the best game, which I don't think he's gonna have a bad game by any means, I think we're gonna see Hollywood Brown get a big workload, and I think we're gonna see a bounce back game for him.
That's fair. And just going based sticking on this idea of quarterbacks, over the last week we had the obviously unfortunate news of Daniel Jones is out for the season with an ACL tear.
Yep.
What does this mean for both him and for the Giants? I think personally.
Well, first of all,
again, what is happening?
I don't know. Dude.
I don't know. We're gonna leave it.
Yeah. Anyways, I think honestly, even if Daniel Jones wasn't out for the year, I think the Giants need to go for a quarterback in the draft. Anyways, Daniel Jones sucks. He's not him. He did not deserve that contract. Don't care what you
that's
say.
the problem now. What do you do with Daniel Jones? No one is going to take that contract.
There's an out in his contract. Like if you look at the contract, there's an out after the second year. So you just hold on to him and then cut him after that. And you have a rookie quarterback, a Caleb Williams if they lose.
I'm sorry to Caleb Williams.
But even if it's not Caleb Williams, this QB class is amazing. We have Bo Nix, dude. We have Michael Penix.
I saw really interesting. I think someone said the best fit for the Giants would be Drake May out of UNC. They said he would be the best fit.
You know, he feels like a New York Giant.
That's what I'm saying. Drake May. I
would agree.
You are a New York Giant.
He just feels like when you say Drake May, and I think of him in my mind, I think of New York Giants, and I think that's because he's a white quarterback.
That's fair. Eli Manning, obviously Daniel Jones.
Yeah. I don't watch college football.
No, jeez.
Are you still eating? What do you have now?
I got another bag of goldfish.
Why do you have two?
Jeez Louise.
It's a different flavor.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. When we eventually start posting shorts and TikToks, we're gonna put just JJ snack time, and it's just gonna be just a compilation of me eating over the weeks.
There you go, bro.
I like that idea. That's a great idea.
I don't know. It's just I think this could potentially be the end of Daniel Jones' run as the New York Giant starting quarterback. When he comes back, if they do draft a rookie, they do draft a quarterback in the draft. It's looking like it. They're not playing the best, so higher pick. No matter who they take, I think they're going to come in. Even if they keep Daniel Jones once he's healthy, they keep him right as a sort of mentor, as someone who can mentor I don't even think he's gonna get too much field time. I just think it's this injury is unfortunate. If without the injury, I think he could have, turned it around, shown people that he is worth the money. But with this injury, there's no chance of that. I think that door is closed. It's slowly closing. I won't say close, slowly closing, and it's just unfortunate.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the Giants should go for a QB in the draft, but I think they have too much trust in Daniel Jones. Like, they gave him all that money for a reason. They clearly have some trust in him. So, I don't know. They'll probably keep him. Probably. Also, maybe not.
Bro.
I don't know. It's honestly unfortunate for Daniel Jones. He got away with a neck injury, was out multiple weeks, came back, and he immediately tears his ACL. Does feel bad. Like, I do feel for the guy.
100%. Didn't he also have a concussion?
Yeah. But even without that injury, I still think the Giants need to move away from Daniel Jones, even without the injury. So, yeah, that's my take
That's fair.
personally.
JJ, you have anything to say about it?
By Daniel Jones. See, in my opinion, I feel like the whole look on like what the Giants got to do in the offseason now completely changes.
Fair.
It kind of sucks for them because they were at a point where like they were like, listen, we have a QB. Don't get me wrong, he doesn't appear to be the best, but right now we also have nothing around him. The only other thing that they had around him was really Barkley. You know, like looking at it, they really didn't have any receivers. Their O-line was kind of meh, and their defense was also kind of trash. So in their heads, they were probably like, all right, well, let's fix things one at a time. Maybe in the draft we could probably pick up a good wide receiver, and in the following rounds maybe we get like a few O-line members, defense, you know. But now they don't even have a QB.
Now they're back.
And Barkley's old.
Old is.
You say Barkley's old?
Barkley's
Okay, not old. I
as
meant always injured.
Okay.
Old and
I mean,
injured
it's
are
not.
two
Totally different
completely
things.
different things. But
I will
okay.
say though, age on a running back is a little different than other positions.
Yeah.
Running backs don't
Even then, he's
last
he's
as
26.
long.
He's 26. That's
Yeah,
still,
but I mean, for a running
Yeah,
back, they don't
I
last.
say in 2 more
they last
years,
till
I
30.
think he's. Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
would even say like
30
2
is kind of like the peak for running backs.
that's fair.
Like the max it could go, typically. Unless you're Derrick Henry, apparently.
How old is
Well-
Derrick Henry?
Didn't
Even
he
that.
just turn 30?
Derrick Henry is 29.
Oh, never
Yeah.
mind then, Joe.
But I know like there's been players that have been like just around. Frank Gore, that
Oh my
guy
gosh,
is
Frank Gore.
ridiculous.
Now with what?
He was ridiculously old but still killing it.
Is it Frank Gore Jr. coming through now? Is that his son?
Yeah, his son. Yeah,
I just
Did.
quick side note. I'm going up to near where Derrick Henry is from. If by some chance I see the sign that says "Home of Derrick Henry," I'm gonna take a picture with it and we'll just put it. No, it's gonna be like before. We're gonna put it in the next episode if I get the picture. But
of course.
and then just kind of stick with that. We're sticking on the QB train. Rookie QBs are popping off right now. Well, most of them.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, the 4 biggest ones from this draft were we had Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, Richardson. Those are the big 3. And then you had Levis taken in the later round.
Yeah.
So just obviously we can go quickly in quarterback by quarterback. Bryce Young, not the best
Start.
not the best situation though. So I think yes, a little rough right now, but he'll come into it.
I think there's upside for sure. I think Bryce Young's gonna be that quarterback that like year 3, right? That year 3 turnaround that we typically see in quarterbacks like
Yeah.
Josh Allen, for example, Tua, those type of quarterbacks. He's gonna have a big year 3. I think next year is gonna be a little bit better, get some more pieces, but then year 3 they're gonna really get like some nice pieces around him. So a good bona fide receiver, a decent O-line. I think year 3 we're gonna really see what Bryce Young can do in the NFL.
I like that. Then we go C.J. Stroud. JJ, what do you think about C.J. Stroud?
Amazing.
No, I mean, low key, he's
This man
like,
does
he's-
not know
he's
about
just
C.J.
like-
Stroud.
no. I'm trying to think of the word, and it came to me, and I did like the little like, and then it was supposed to like come out, and then it just didn't, and I feel dumb. But he's like a breath of fresh air, you know.
I like that. I like that.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Texans,
That's a
yes.
good
You know,
take.
I think
okay,
it's-
JJ.
right?
I think it's been a while
Thank
since
you,
the
thank you.
Texans have had something to be excited about.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
and CJ Stroud is quickly becoming one of my favorite like players in the NFL. Like his little how you even do it you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
His little
Yeah,
dance.
Bobby, stop.
Yeah, no, we're just
Yeah, no.
I think I saw a really funny quote from him. It was football players want to be basketball players and basketball players want to be football players. Deep down we all just want to play baseball. And I think that's the dumbest quote but also one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
It's kind of funny, yeah.
Just because like huh?
No, bro.
And what can he
It doesn't make much sense, but it's okay.
exactly
It's okay.
and then
Another one of his quotes that like pre-draft, like how like they said that he did bad on like a test or whatever.
Yeah.
He said I don't do well on tests. I play football.
you know
Bro, that's pretty tough. I can't lie.
that's fair. And then we got Anthony Richardson. We've talked about him before.
Sadly, But
Unfortunate injury.
it's so. If you read like some of the stuff that he does like for the team and like just to be a teammate and a good person, dude, he is so easy to root for. And coming out of the draft, my favorite QB was Anthony Richardson. So hopefully he comes back and lights it up, man. Love
See,
Anthony. Love me some
the
Anthony
thing that
Richardson.
kind of sucks, in my opinion, about Anthony Richardson is that with every single game, it looked like he was getting a little better and a little better and a little
Exactly.
better.
Yeah, and then
Especially the past 4 games, like before the injury, prior to that injury, it looked like he was really starting to light it up. Like out of nowhere, he just started exponentially increasing, and I really started I noticed it. But before that, it wasn't up until those like 4 games where I was like, wow, like I started really like watching him, and so and then the injury happened, and I was like, well,
there goes that.
There goes that, kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, very unfortunate, I guess.
The latest quarterback to come in on to his own, Will Levis. I personally think
what a guy
is he is an interesting fellow.
I'm happy for him, to be honest.
I think it was sort of I don't want to say a reality check because he was so confident he was going to be top 5, top 10 in the draft. Didn't get drafted for the second day. I think it's a little funny because he was so ready, he was so confident, and then he kind of got slapped back down. He's tearing it up now, so all power to him. He still terrifies me with putting mayonnaise in his coffee.
Here's the thing. The reason I think I find it easy to like Will Levis and be happy for him is because he was ready to be in the first round. He knew he knew he was going to be in the first round, right? Because he was ready. And in that self-confidence, he's a first round talent, right? He wants to be a first round talent and he believes he's a first round talent. Right? He doesn't go in the first round. Every team passes on him, except for technically the Dolphins. But not that we would have drafted them anyways. But just saying, some teams that didn't pass up on. Anyways, then he goes in the second round, right? The first pick of the second round, right? And then his girlfriend breaks it up with him, and immediately he starts and he lights it up, bro. This guy starts lighting it up and shows why he should have been a first round talent. He should have been drafted in the first round, and shows why he was so confident in himself in the first place, right? So maybe the people who were upset or mad at him or didn't like him because he was overly confident and cocky because he wanted to be in the first round, right? I mean, is that coming from a place like a false place, like false confidence? No, I don't think so. I think that is like coming from a place where he knows his talent, he knows his worth, he knows how good he is and will be, right? And he's really not showing everybody that. So I kind of like that he's lighting it up. I'm happy. I'm happy.
He's got the spunk.
Exactly, and he's showing his girlfriend what's up.
Honestly,
why she should have stayed with him.
Man is showing that he has the guile right now. He has some serious guile.
He plays the game how it's supposed to be played. He has grit.
He does not drink coffee the way it's supposed to be drunk.
That's right. That's right.
Terrifies me. So, and then I think one quarterback that really deserves a little bit of recognition right now.
Wilson.
No.
You want to give him recognition?
No. He deserves to be in the Canadian League.
Bro is on the next plane to Guangdong once Aaron Rodgers is healthy, dude. Ni hao. Aiden McConnell from the Las Vegas Raiders. I think he deserves a little bit of recognition in the sense that, he was thrown into that first week where Jimmy G was out with a concussion. Obviously, through a pick, kind of lost the game, but he showed a little bit of spark. First start, little nerves. I think he played another game. He did better. Had some touchdown passes instead of,
He wasn't throwing to Adams.
He did not throw it to Adams. I think he threw it to Jacoby Myers.
Why? I don't know.
And I think this last week he had a really good game against not really good, a decent game against the Giants. Yes, it's the Giants, but even then, I think he did I think he deserves a little bit of recognition for what he's done so far.
Yeah, no, definitely. In my opinion, no matter who you play, if it's like you're just starting out, you were a second string and you have a good game, you got it. You appreciate it,
Exactly.
Yeah.
No matter who.
Just a little quick thing. I was looking through the comments of last video. This goes to our dude buddy from fantasy. He thought it was an interesting comment. He said, "I feel like Jacoby Myers is becoming the wide receiver one for the Raiders." Quickly, what do you guys think about that? Do you agree?
I see it. I also think it may take a little time because of the new coaching change, right?
I think, yeah.
I think give it another week, maybe 2 weeks, to really see how this offense is going to now operate under new management, right? So I think maybe we'll see maybe some more intentional and forced targets to Devontae Adams. I still don't think he's a very good asset to have if we're looking at fantasy. I don't think he's a great asset to have because I don't think his production is going to go up like crazy.
Which one,
But I
Jacoby or
do think Devontae Adams.
No.
But I do think in real life, not fantasy world, I think we're going to see Devontae Adams do a bit better on the stat sheet, do a little bit better for this offense, and maybe not be so frustrated. I think he's going to get some more designed targets.
Yeah.
Maybe some fades down at the goal line I would like to see.
In my opinion, now here's my take. I'm not going to lie. So, let me put it like this. They're switching QBs. They're switching coaching staff, right? Honestly, this Raiders team right now, they're going through a whole series of change right now, where
man was too dumb to speak.
Man, what is that?
It's a wiener dog. His name's Murphy. Murphy.
Anyways, I wouldn't be surprised if Jacoby Myers was like changing to the wide receiver one, but at the same time, though, the team's going through so much change that like this QB doesn't have he might not have the skill to necessarily force the ball to that wide receiver one.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So
whereas that wide receiver one's going to be two man.
Exactly, he looks for the two, maybe the three, even running back.
Exactly.
As a way
players that aren't going to have the two man. They're going to have one guy on them at all times. So they'll be open.
I saw a smirk there.
What?
Now let's just say dog cam is great.
So give it some time. Give it some time. Some of these teams are going to start letting off Devontae Adams, and then he'll pop off.
That's fair.
Murphy, why are you looking up, dude?
Just looking at also wide receivers. I think just like we can quickly talk about Jay Jettas. Obviously, will you guys? Do you think it's smart for him to come back this week, or should he just? That's Bobby.
I think he should wait like a little bit, like not as in a little bit. I think he should come back to practice, right? I think he should take this game off and then not play the game, but practice and get a full week's worth of practice and then come back.
That's fair.
Especially since that gives Joshua Dobbs time to kind of really get into this offense, right? It gives you something to be excited about, as a Vikings fan.
Here's my take, though. I feel like since they're also switching QB, like this QB is getting used to like Jordan Addison and everything like that. So if you throw Jay Jettas in there, it can also like throw things off a little bit, especially so on that first week.
Yeah,
I feel like definitely give it this week. Not only due to the injury, but because they're also switching the QB and stuff like that, giving them some time to like gel.
Yeah. Now I will say that's from a team perspective. If I'm Justin Jefferson, right? Personally, I want to get into this offense as soon as possible, right? You don't want to become Joshua Dobbs' second favorite option, right? You want to become his favorite option, so you want to get in there and build chemistry and become basically his best friend in this offense.
But then you also,
right away.
If you risk, I feel like if you do that, he does that. He risks hurting himself again. That's what you don't want, though.
Okay, only if you feel 100%, right? Yeah. If he doesn't feel 100%, then of course
anything less than 100, he should not. He should not.
Of course.
What
are you doing, dude?
I don't know. That's really, I don't know. Jay Jettas, obviously, we as fantasy owners want him back. The team wants him back. But my thing is, if they feel the season is too far, not too far gone, but gone, to where like yes, they can push for playoffs, but it's not going to be like it's going to be like a wild card. They have to play more games. If it's one of those, I don't see a problem with resting him. Genuinely, I don't see a problem with him not even resting. Maybe playing half the games remaining. If they're not serious about making a playoff push, they can maybe play him half the game or limited snaps each game, but only because you don't want that way you don't risk him getting hurt. You keep your number one guy, and yes, he's gonna want a new contract soon, but like give him time to earn that instead of playing 75, 85%, and then him not being the same guy. That's what like. It just depends. If they're serious about making playoffs,
Murphy, come back.
Then yes. But if they're okay with using it out, maybe getting possibly get wild card, maybe missing out, then I would say that it's not a rush to get him back. Only because you want him to be at the top of his game when he comes back. That way, nothing goes wrong.
I had a point. I forgot it though.
Men's eating too much goldfish.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Dude, you're eating goldfish. You're becoming the brain of a goldfish.
All right, we're just. If it comes back to you, let me know. I think the last biggest topic that we have here is about. I'm sorry to do this to you, Bobby. We're going to take a second to talk about the Dolphins.
I want to talk about it.
I don't mean to be a little negative, but from my perspective, they are starting to look like a little bit of. Yes, their record's good. Don't get me wrong. The record's still obviously above 50, above 5. But
500.
500. It's just I haven't seen that game. You know.
Can I add something really quick though?
Yes.
Can I add something really quick? In each game that they've played, a team above 500, right? They have looked much better.
But they haven't won.
They haven't won, and I understand that. And I understand from a non-fan's perspective, right? You're gonna say, "Oh, they're pretenders," blah blah, blah. And which is a fair point. Until we win a game, you have all the right to say that, and there's nothing I can say to disprove that in any way. But from somebody who watches the full 2-hour game, right? Like commercials and all, right? Other games, I may watch Red Zone, stuff like that. I don't have time to watch every other game. But for this team specifically my Miami Dolphins, every single game is watched to full extent by me, right?
Yes.
So on top of that, sometimes I even watch all 22 of some games when I can. So in every game, and specifically this Chiefs game, we could have won this game, 100%. Okay, for one, a miscommunication by Tua, and the end of the game was Tua's fault. I will blame it on Tua. At the end of the game, a miscommunication by him misses a wide open Cedric Wilson for a touchdown to tie the game, and then he fumbles a snap the very next play to then loses the game. Right, so right there. Let's say that goes well on either of those two plays, right?
Yeah.
Then we tie the game and go to overtime. We don't necessarily win it, but it's a much closer game, and we can compete with a Super Bowl level team like the Chiefs, right? The game prior, the Eagles, the last time we played a 500 team, the Eagles, that was a very close game until the very end when it got a little out of hand. But in that game, I think defensively we played very well. We couldn't get the run game going, right? Let's say we get the run game going. I think that game goes a lot differently. Right, I think we have a better chance in that game. Now that is one of Eagles' strengths, their run defense, right?
Yeah.
But I think personally
against Breeze.
that I think that team that game could have gone the Dolphins' way as well, right? I think it was much closer than what it seemed. Now the Bills game, yeah, we got destroyed.
JJ, quick second, JJ, you're gonna see Joey Bosa in your nightmares.
Talking about
This guy.
Khalil Mack's coming for you. Don't worry.
I like Bosa's.
Oh gosh, Bosa's.
Both of them.
Okay.
Both
the
of them.
Bosas.
Both of them.
All right.
But personally, I think if the pattern continues, right? We lost by I think 28 or like 21-28 to the Bills. Then we lost by 14 to the Eagles. Then we lost by 7 to the Chiefs, right? Next time we play a 500 team, it's going to be a tie. But then next time we play a 500 team, we're going to win by 7. Then 14. Then 21. You see what I'm saying? Like this pattern here,
Bobby. All right, Joe, you go first.
Looking at their schedule, they have the Raiders. No, their next game they have the bye. Next game is against the Raiders. Yep. They should win that. The Raiders, yes, Raiders are iffy. Dolphins are their favorites. Jets against the Dolphins. If the Jets play if Zach Wilson plays like he did the last game, I think that's something for the Dolphins.
Yeah, I agree.
Commanders, that could go iffy because Commanders constantly both times they took the Eagles to overtime, if not the end of the game. That could go either way. Titans, they should win. And then same thing with the Jets. They should, if it's Zach Wilson again, they should win. But then I think their last 3 games are the toughest. I think they're the toughest 3 games they have.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys, Ravens, Bills. Cowboys.
Yeah, that's
probably
tough to
top 3 teams in the NFC. Top 4 maybe. Ravens, who are the number 1 team in the AFC. And the Bills, who we saw earlier on in the year, they sort of, I'm not going to say they smacked the Dolphins, because, Dolphins just scored points.
They kind of did smack them. They smacked us.
Semi-smack, but like not like a backhand, but more like a bah.
Yeah, well, not like
a
spoon.
Yeah, like a,
Exactly.
Not nothing like, but like a. That's just
Yeah, like a bit of bop.
Little bop. Yeah.
if they're going into, I feel like this is the problem. In order, I said it earlier in one of the earlier episodes. You know, we were going through. In order for me to not think the Dolphins as pretenders, I need to see them win those big games, and I haven't gotten that yet, and that's the problem. I can't hop on the Dolphin train until I see like a reason to, you know. So for me personally, I'm not gonna. They're not pretenders. Is kind of rough. They're not.
They're winning the games they're supposed to,
Playoff, yeah,
which is
playoff-
something that is
Yes.
very difficult for
Playoff
teams.
contenders, not Super Bowl. How about that? That's what I'll say. They'll make playoffs. I don't see them going to the Super Bowl if they keep up the thing of not being able to beat these better teams.
Okay, I can see that. Personally, I think we have what it takes to be a Super Bowl contender. I think we need to clean up a little bit. I think in some games it's our defense playing really well and our offense kind of being a little lackluster, like the Chiefs game, specifically Tyreek Hill. I don't know what happened that game. He just didn't want to show up. He got a little scared from his whole team. That's what I'm saying.
Tua just didn't throw him the ball well.
He didn't do it.
Anyways.
It didn't go too well.
Okay, Joe. You know, we can move on. We can just move on.
Well,
Hey, I want to talk.
okay, yeah, JJ, you go. Just to let you guys know, Philadelphia is winning 1-0. 90th minute.
Oh, snap. Napola. Looks like they might be going through.
Yeah, I want to say this little quick point.
Yeah, go for it.
I will say though, I didn't think we'd be here for so long, but I do have to go at 9:30 because I have to pick something up from Target, and Target closes at 10.
Okay.
And if I don't pick it up today, it'll like cancel my order on it.
Okay, so
That's the reason I have to
Pretty
be
much-
today.
Totally random, but okay.
pretty much,
Yeah.
we will get JJ's predictions in a video. He's gonna have to do it
Yeah.
going through all by himself. Put it in, and it'll just be Bobby and I.
Yep. All right. So I do want to talk about the Dolphins a little bit. In my opinion, the Dolphins, they have a phenomenal team going on. The issue with them is they're the opposite of clutch. Like I'm sure, like I don't know what it is, but like there's a lot of teams in this league right now where they turn it up in the fourth quarter. Whereas the Dolphins are one of those teams where I feel like with those top teams, they'll be neck and neck the whole way, and the fourth quarter they turn it down. And in my head, I'm always like, why? You know what I mean, Bobby? Like, I'm sure you saw it against the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
We just saw it against the Chiefs. I didn't watch the Bills game, so I don't know if they did it there or not. But I feel like those were like the three main tests, and in two of them, they did it. So, that's just my take on just to keep it brief, you know?
That's fair. I think it's like you can't say they turned it down because obviously, you know, at least the Chiefs game, it was only by touchdown.
Yeah.
So like
And also they didn't score any points in the first half.
Yeah. So like
we scored all the points in the second half.
that's sort of oh yeah, I see what you mean. I don't know. It's just it's hard to say. Obviously we're gonna have to keep watching how this.
I think it's simple mistakes. I think it's the simple. It's the like the things that shouldn't be happening. Like the things that every other team is doing well that we're not doing well.
Yeah.
Like just like very like small like penalties for one is a big one. Like if you watch, like there are so many drives where we'll have it like let's say like very like close, like 31, right? And then we'll get a false start penalty, back us up 10 yards. Now it's a very long third down. Or like just so many times where we will kill ourselves in our own attack, right? Like our own offense will kill ourselves. That's how we lose a lot of these games.
That's fair.
So that's my take.
JJ, do you JJ, do you have a gamble of the week for us or no?
As of right now, no, but I was planning on putting one up like tomorrow, like tomorrow morning. So if you want, I can send you the photo.
I mean, you're gonna send it to Bobby at least.
Yeah, I'll send it to Bobby. Bobby, if you want to put it in.
Whoever's editing, I don't know if Bobby wants to take that, but whoever's doing it will, I guess, just flash it.
Yeah.
Where do you want it, Bobby? Here or
right here?
Here, over Bobby.
On my face.
Yep.
On my face.
Okay.
Bobby's gonna be my game.
Right before we get to the predictions, obviously, you know, our weekly thing. I have a over the last bit of this, especially from the trade deadline. There was a page called the Game Day NFL on Instagram. I thought these were some horrendous takes from them, and I want to share a few with you guys. Get your genuine reaction. I don't know if you've seen them, but I want to get your reaction. So first off, Montez Sweat makes the Bears Super Bowl contenders.
No. Whoa. Oh my gosh. No. Not even close.
Josh Dobbs makes the Vikings Super Bowl contenders.
Playoff contenders.
Ezra Cleveland.
Definitely not Super Bowl.
Ezra Cleveland makes the Jaguars Super Bowl favorites.
Super Bowl
Favorites,
favorites.
Yes.
contenders, yes. Super Bowl contenders, yes. Favorites, I don't know about that.
Training for Donovan Peoples-Jones gives the Lions the best wide receiver duo in NFL history.
What?
History.
Dude, who is this guy?
I don't know.
Who is this guy?
I don't know. I want to say that this is satirical.
Dude, he's not even. That's not even one of
This
the best
is-
wide receiver duos in right now.
This is one that I think has genuinely made me laugh. Trading for Chase Young virtually guarantees the 49ers will miss the playoffs.
What? How does that make it? How does that make their team worse?
I don't know. That's exactly. And then we're getting into some of the more recent ones. We have. These ones are one of. I'm pretty sure the last one I'm going to tell you is satirical. This one is I don't even know. Carson Wentz makes the Rams immediate Super Bowl favorites.
This is crazy.
Carson
So
Wentz.
there's two
This
Super
is-
Bowl favorites.
I don't know. And then the last one here, Jacob Eason, which is a quarterback that I believe the Giants just signed from practice squad or something like that, and Brian DeBoll will end up being the new Bill Belichick and Tom Brady.
Oh my gosh.
They're saying Jacob Eason will become
God.
the next Tom Brady. I just think that I can't tell if this sports page is like
It's got to be satirical.
it has to be.
That's pure satire.
That's the thing. I hope it's satire, but like their other content is serious, which is why I'm struggling because it's like yes, it could be, but it's like who knows? Who
There's
knows?
no way. Those are
Hard
some
to
crazy takes.
Yes.
There's some crazy takes.
I mean, that's pretty much and that's pretty much all I had for topic wise. I mean, we have our predictions.
Awesome.
I don't know, JJ, if you want to like stay for the I do. If you want to do a speed round.
Yeah,
of your
speed run.
predictions for you?
Speed round of predictions for just me or for everyone?
Just you.
That's for you.
Just you. That way you can get them done.
All
before-
right.
that we
You
don't-
want me to call them out too, or
I
you
got
guys
it.
call
I'm
them
gonna call them out. Just give me an answer.
Yeah.
Panthers v
All right.
Bears.
I'm gonna say Panthers.
Okay.
All right. Colts v Pats.
Colts.
We got Browns v Ravens.
Ravens.
We got Packers v Steelers.
Steelers.
We got 49ers v Jags.
Oh, wait, give me the Jags.
That's a good game. I'm not
Saints
gonna
v
lie.
Vikings.
That's a game that we can
Saints.
do.
Texans v Bengals.
Texans.
Titans v Bucks.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna say Bucks.
That's a good game.
Lions v Chargers.
Give me Lions.
Falcons v
Hmm.
Cardinals.
Well, with Kyler Murray back, give me the Cardinals, man.
Giants v Cowboys.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Cowboys.
I didn't even need to get your answer. Commanders v Seahawks.
Commanders versus Seahawks. I'm gonna take the Seahawks.
And
Even though they got
Jets
clapped.
v Raiders. Jets v Raiders.
Give me the New York Jets.
And Broncos v Bills.
Give me the Bills. Give me the Bills.
You don't want the
Alrighty.
Broncos?
No, I'm good. I will say though that in the Giants v Cowboys game, I am going for the Giants, but I don't think they'll win. But I'm going for them.
If it's, I don't know, because I think of it like this, right? So the Giants last time out, they got smacked by the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And they were without the quarterback, probably their best quarterback, who was the one who had a big part in them getting smacked 40-0. I don't think this goes any better for them. If it does, I will eat my words. I'll admit, I sometimes don't know ball, but I just don't see this going well.
Saquon masterclass.
Today, I gotta say, those are some good takes. I can't. lie.
Genuinely?
There's
No,
a few
but I'm
games I disagree with, but overall, I think those are some good
I don't
takes.
see
Thank you,
anything
thank you.
in your predictions that are out there. It's not like anything. Like Reese. I feel like
Yeah.
Reese sometimes picks the upsets.
Reese is 10-19, so I nothing.
Oh yeah, I forgot to go over quickly. All right.
Reese is 10-19.
We got
Yes,
we have
dude.
I am 33-24. Bobby's 36-21. Reese is 10-19. JJ, you are 31-26.
Listen, as long as you're positive, you're good.
Exactly. As long as you're positive, you're fine.
I think so. I think so as well.
Imagine being
But
negative.
Reese, bro.
It'd be us.
All right, boys. I'm gonna head
Negative by a
out.
lot.
All right.
Like, he
Anything,
would have to go
JJ,
undefeated one week.
anything you want to say before you head out?
No,
Do you have a challenge for the week? No.
no.
Okay. Well, thanks JJ for. Okay, he's gone.
Okay,
Now,
he's
Bobby,
gone.
Now it's me and
Yeah,
you.
let's go. Our predictions.
Duo
Good time.
podcast. Give me one
Yeah.
second. I'm gonna I have to change the angle now because he left and. Okay, well we're gonna be a little cut off here.
That's okay.
Okay, there we go. We'll go right there. So, Panthers v Bears.
First game. Panthers Bears. So this
see,
is a tough game.
It's tough because as a Panthers fan, I want to say the Panthers.
I'm gonna go Panthers, man.
Honestly,
I believe.
If you're rocking with my team, I'm rocking with you. So we'll go Panthers. Colts v Pats. I'm gonna take the Colts.
I'm going Colts.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Colts. I think Minshew Mania is alive and well.
Oh yeah.
JT is finally back. Zach Moss is still around. Browns Ravens. I think this could be one of the 3 games I think of game of the week.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good game. I think this feels like one of those games where, like, you know how like a team blows out a team a week and then the next week they completely like crap the bed.
Yes.
This feels like one of those weeks for the Ravens because honestly,
they've been because their pass offense is not the best still.
Yeah, it didn't seem very convincing to be honest. I know they won like 30-3, but
honestly, those touchdowns came from rushing. And if you're going against Myles Garrett and a defensive line who has been shown to be one of the best rushing defenses, I think it is going to be hard. I'm going to take the Browns.
Yeah, I'm going to pick the Browns as well.
All right, we got Packers v Steelers. Are we rocking with the Packers for...
I'm rocking with Mike. That's who I'm rocking with. Let's go Steelers.
You know what? Mike doesn't know me, but guess what? I'm rocking with Mike.
I'm rocking with Mike. Shout out to you, Mike.
Oh, shout out to Mike. We got the 49ers v Jags. This is tricky.
Dude, this is a tough game.
This could be, we were expecting 49ers to get another bounce back. And I think if they don't win this, they're going to get such an earful from everybody, especially Reese, even though his team...
Going from 6-0 to 6-4 is pretty like crazy. Like, that's quite the collapse.
But I still think they're going to make the playoffs, even.
I agree.
So, who are you taking, Bobby?
I like the Jags. They've been picking up some steam, but I think the 49ers coming back from bye week, they're going to come back with a vengeance, and I think the Jags are at the wrong end of
That's fair.
Wrong end of it.
I also
think I'm going 49ers.
I think a fully healthy, or mostly healthy, don't get me I'm not going to say fully, we don't know yet, but a primarily healthy Christian McCaffrey is going to have a game this time. I'm going to take the 49ers as well.
Dude, I'm predicting McCaffrey to get a rushing, a throwing, and a receiving touchdown.
I'm expecting a big game from him. I don't know.
This game,
Saints v Vikings.
I have to go Vikings. I think with Josh Dobbs, I think they have a better chance.
Genuinely, also give me the Vikings. I'm not just copying Bobby. I swear. If we end up with the same, you know what? We're rocking together. But I think the astronaut is just. I think I like what I'm seeing.
I just gotta hop on the train. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
I like it too much to go against it.
Yes.
And I actually like the Saints too. Like,
no,
as a team, I like them, but
as an
and I love Alvin Kamara. You guys know how much of an Alvin Kamara fan I am, but
yeah, he's pretty good.
I think honestly, it's gonna be a pretty good game, to be honest.
Okay, and then we got
next thing we got Texans Bengals. JJ picked Texans. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of crazy. I like the Texans. They played very, very well last week,
but the Bengals are a different level. And the Bengals are a different level compared to what the. Who did the
But you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, man, boy, oh boy, do I want to pick the Texans.
You don't want to go with the Bangs,
boy, oh boy.
You don't want to go with the Bangs?
No, I kind of want to go with the Texans.
Go follow your heart,
but
Bobby.
Because I love CJ Stroud, like I am like the more every week passes, the more I like CJ Stroud.
You're gonna listen to your
gut? So I kind of want to pick Texans. But I think it's going to kind of be like a reality check. I think because he's a rookie, he's going to kind of get over his head a little bit when it comes to having his first huge game in the NFL. And he's going to go against a really good team like the Bengals, and he's not going to quite do as well. I think he's going to do all right, but I don't think they're going to win. I think the rest of the team's going to kind of let him down a little bit defensively.
I see we have the Titans v Bucks. I'm also going to go. We're ending up with a lot of the same. I think we're actually on the same wavelength here. I'm going with the Titans.
So too. I think like we're picking up what we're putting down, you know what I'm saying?
Once again, Bobby, three things are assured in life, right? Death, taxes.
You
know the third one?
Desmond Ridder sucks.
Oh, I was gonna say Baker Mayfield throwing a pick.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. And then we got Lions.
Yeah, I think the Titans are on a roll, personally.
Even in that game where they lost against the Steelers, that wasn't a bad game in any sense of the word.
I think they played pretty well.
Phenomenal. Then we have Lions v Chargers. I
I'm
think
going Lions.
this is one of my 3 games that I thought were game of the week. It was the
I think it's game of the
49ers,
week.
Jags, Browns, Ravens, Lions, Chargers. I'm also gonna go with the Lions just because I think.
Jeez Louise, dude, we're on the same wavelength.
Bobby, I hope you know if we change up anything at all. Okay, Falcons v Cardinals. This is tricky because do we?
Oh, hold on, really quick. I just want to move back really quick to Lions v Chargers. I think the Chargers are okay. I think they're like the worst version of the Dolphins, if I'm being honest.
That's fair.
I think for me personally, I think the Dolphins are contenders, right? But they haven't won to a 500 team. I think the Chargers are pretenders and only beat bad teams and like don't win against good teams. See what I'm saying? I think I think if you look at the two teams, there's like a clear difference between the two, and I think that the Dolphins, you can tell that even though they're losing to like above 500 teams, like you can almost tell that they are like legit. They're legit, right? But the Chargers, they don't look legit at all.
That's fair.
I don't think.
And then we got Falcons v Cardinals. This is tricky. If Desmond Ridder is playing, give me the Cardinals. If he's not playing, I can see the Falcons doing good. But it comes down to if we don't.
I don't like Arthur Smith, honestly. The more I know, I said a few weeks ago, get Dennis Allen for worst coach. Honestly, as the season has moved on, Dennis Allen has done a better job, right? At least the Saints defense is doing good, and he is a defensive coach. So there's that. Yeah. And as the season moves on, I hate Arthur Smith. What is this guy doing, bro? He doesn't use Kyle Pitts. He loves Jonnu Smith for some reason, and he doesn't use Bijan. I saw that Bijan has 1 carry inside the 5-yard line. 1. That's crazy.
It is.
This guy drafted a running back, top 12, and he doesn't use them. It's ridiculous.
Him and Matt Canada are having a competition to see who can get fired first.
Exactly. So I'm going to go Cardinals because Kyler Murray's coming back. I think they're going to have a good game.
I'm also going the Cardinals just because I feel like, yes, Taylor Heineke did do pretty well last week, but I feel like they're going to go back to Desmond Ridder, and if Desmond Ridder plays, I go against him. Giants v Cowboys. As much I don't even
Cowboys.
think I was going to say we don't even talk about this.
Yeah. Commanders, Seahawks.
This is tough.
I'm going Seahawks. The Commanders are too risky to just pick.
That's fair.
I can see them winning this game strictly because just they're so on and off, right? And the Seahawks had a very bad game last week.
I'm also going to go the Seahawks mostly just because I don't know.
Commanders are too risky.
Too risky. I love Brian Robinson. I love Sam Howell, but it's just you never know what you're going to get. It's like a coin.
Yeah, I like Brian Robinson too. He's cool.
v Raiders. This is tricky. I kind of want to take the Raiders because
I want to say screw my record and pick Raiders. Yeah,
I don't know.
I was about to say that.
It's just the Jets. Zach Wilson. He's not him. He's not him.
He's not at all. I see a Devontae Adams comeback game.
Maybe not a comeback. I do think Devontae Adams going to be good. I think still
not like a crazy 3 touchdown 150 yards. No, I'm saying instead of 2 for 25 yards, I'm seeing 5 for 80 and a touchdown.
I like that. And then
I see him just get some more design targets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of maybe get him a good touchdown, get him back in there, and that'll help get the Raiders a win.
All right, and the last game we have for this week is Broncos v Bills. As much as I know, Bobby, I know that you're not a big Bills fan.
I don't want to pick it, but I got to.
You have to pick. I was gonna say we have to pick the Bills. Bobby, I hope
and
you know we have the exact same predictions. So,
dude, honestly, what's so crazy is I don't want to do this. I really as cool and as funny as it is. I really don't want to have the same prediction as you.
Yeah.
Because there's not it's not good for content, not good for views.
Yes.
There has to be some disagreements. But truly, guys, we genuinely have the same picks.
Yes, this is we
this isn't
we didn't plan this.
Yeah, this is
not scripted. This is genuine. Bobby and I on the same wavelength for understanding what's going to happen in this game with these games.
If we get every single one right,
if we get every single one right, oh my gosh,
dude.
So I mean, that's pretty much that's pretty much all we had today. That's the podcast.
I feel like it was a good day.
It was. I think it was great. So. Same old stuff, Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Your mothers, your fathers, your sisters, your brothers, your grandmas, grandfathers, bosses, coworkers, everything. Share it.
Your dogs.
Your dogs. Put this on. They'll love it.
put the dogs on.
Thanks for
That's
watching,
right.
dog. Especially thanks for giving us the
Of
time of day
course.
to share
Of course.
our
Thank you.
ball
You.
knowledge.
I'm looking at you. I'm like Uncle Sam right now. I'm looking at you.
Yes,
We want you.
we want you to subscribe.
That's right. Uncle
And
Sam.
make sure,
Put him in
honestly,
here.
all the questions. If you have an opinion on any of the topics that we covered in this week, make sure to share it down below.
Of course.
I at least read the comments. I reply to them. I always put like my name, so if anybody ever replies, we're gonna put our name next to it, so you know which one of the four of us is actually giving you that answer. Our shout outs,
Exactly.
we had a couple shout outs. We had, what was it? First, it was Angulo for being
Angulo,
the guy.
yes. My Negrito Lindo.
We had, who was Ben, for giving us the topic of which
Of course. Joshua Dobbs, he's
Joshua
a good
Dobbs,
shot.
the passionate, Buddy for actually watching and commenting on our videos. It's pretty
Right,
cool.
that's right. Out to you, buddy.
Mike for being
Steelers fan.
Steelers
That's
fan.
all he has to do.
Yep. Were there any other players that we had? And whichever other famous athletes watching this, because I know you are, come on our podcast.
We know.
It'll be funny. Make sure,
That's right.
and just make sure, in the coming weeks, stay tuned for new stuff, new games, new
Mhm.
topics, maybe even a guest or two. Who knows? I know as it gets closer to Christmas, we have something special in the works.
Oh yeah. Got a fun.
Maybe in person. Who knows? Ooh.
Oh. Who said that? Did you hear that, Joe? Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
I don't.
That was kind of crazy. That was crazy. Yeah.
On
Great. Oh, double shout out to Mike for winning in fantasy this week.
Oh, goated. He took who
Shout out.
did he take down?
I don't know. Who did he take down?
I think
Was
it was
it
Hunter?
I think it was Hunter. Yeah.
But even then, oh my gosh, Giannis got ejected. Giannis, you're
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, never mind. I locked him in. I'm fine. I locked him in.
Oh, he beat Gooded.
Oh
wait, no he didn't. He played Hunter. Yeah, he beat Hunter.
ET beat Gooded.
Yeah, ET beat Gooded. Anyway, shout out Mike.
Yes.
Love you, Mike.
And lastly, if you see watching this before, hopefully we get this up before Sundays where the games take place. Obviously, we're not going to be up before Thursday, so don't include that game. But if you get every single prediction right on who wins the games, we will bring you on the podcast. That is a genuine thing we're going to do now.
Yes.
So that's incentive.
Of course. No matter how big we are, we could have 1 million subscribers. You're coming on the podcast.
Well, unless we have 1 million and 16 people get it right.
Oh yeah.
Then the first comment we see with all the
exactly
we will bring on the podcast. You will have a special. You can either join us for all of it if you want to come in at a section. If you want to come at the end to do more predictions, that's perfectly fine. So on behalf of me, on behalf of the We Know Ball team here.
Yes, sir.
Just want to say,
yes, sir. In our warehouse.
That
we filmed.
Can't you tell my bed sheet?
This isn't my room. This is my lair.
I don't like that.
My lair where I keep my devious things, whatever that may be.
I mean, pretty much that's all. I feel like there was one more.
That's all we got today.
There's one more thing I was gonna say.
That's okay, Joe. We can always add stuff.
Oh,
here we go.
Let's see how this.
Let's all listen.
This episode is going to be edited, uploaded differently. Bobby has got it. Bobby's got. I'm past here, Bobby. Let me hold it. Let me find the rock real quick.
Oh, snap.
Here, I'm gonna pass it here. You want to take this real quick?
Holy.
Here, take that.
Oh.
No, it's not.
Thank you.
Okay, yep. Just take the rock.
Oh, no, this way.
Take the rock. There you go. We'll go there.
There we go. I got it.
Pass the rock. That's gonna
I have it. I dropped it. That's why you don't see it.
I'm on bye this week. Okay, so
he's on bye.
I'm on bye. So that in mind, I'm on bye. So goodbye.
Goodbye.